Coming to you in monographic sound. Anyways, so I don't have very much low end to my range. I need to shave. Bluch. Bluck. Shaving twice a day every day is hard. It's like, I like burn through razors and my legs need shaved again. And if I use razors on my legs, I get like bumpy stubble things that are really itchy. And if I use the electric razor, it takes forever because you have to go over it and over it and over it to catch all the hairs. So I know every woman in the world who's ever shaved her legs knows exactly what I'm talking about, and they're like, bitch, welcome to being a woman. Like, I know. It's just part of the deal. I remember when I was I wasn't even a teenager yet. I was probably like 11, and I started really growing hair on my legs, like dark, like black hair on my legs, and I was like, ew, and like it like sneaks up on you because it gets long, but it gets like thicker and thicker and thicker, and then it's like curly, and like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god. And I didn't like it, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't like this hair, so like I shaved it. And like, somebody in gym class noticed that like now I didn't have any hair on my legs except for like stubble. And they're like, did you shave your legs? Dude, that's gay. And I was like, shit. Clocked again, 11 years old, I'm already getting clocked as gay. I mean, I was trans, but I didn't even know then exactly. I just knew that I didn't like having hairy legs. It just was not cool, and ugh. So it's always been a battle. For like at some point I got comfortable with just like trimming them. Like I would use like clippers, and trim them so the hair would just kind of short but not too short. And I didn't have to do it all the time because a couple of weeks or even a month or more of growth. And I really had to only keep after it in the summertime. In the wintertime, you were always wearing pants anyway, so it didn't matter. So, for a long time, I got away from too much of trimming and shaving on my legs. And now it's time again. And, there's like, my whole body has too much hair on it. That's what happens when you wait till later in life to transition, is the hair like becomes very like persistent. It's been a year, right? And so like the hair is finer and lighter and softer, and like the hair on the backs of my hands is like transparent. Like it's there and it still grows and it's softer, but it has almost no pigmentation to it. So that's nice. But I was shaving it, but it just keeps coming back. And I don't like it being too stubbly, so I clipper it. But I clipper it with like a beard trimmer down to like super short. And then the hair on my arms is yeah, it's fine. It's super fine. I mean, it used to be very coarse, and it would get like long to the point where it was like curly. So it was all forever, like every couple months, like manscaping. Oh my god, manscaping. What a pain in the ass. What a dysphoric feeling to have to try and manage that. And so yeah, but there are my legs. Even it's a lot thinner, so and lighter, so it's not as noticeable when I have stubble, but it's still very. Well, it's just as icky as any woman who has hairy legs, which is a lot less than it used to be. Yeah, like they need shaved really bad, but they from like unless I get closer, you almost can't notice. So like that, you know. And I can wear like if I wear stockings, hosiery of some sort, it it sticks through it, and it looks even worse than if I didn't wear anything at all. Oh, and I did like a fake tan, and a fake tan really helped because since the hair is lighter, the fake tan darkens the skin, so it's closer in color, and then it doesn't stand out. Like it stands out a lot less. So I like that. I like when it stands out less. So that was cool. It's almost worn off though. It's been like a week and a half since I did the fake tan thing. And I only did it one time. And you're supposed to do it like over and over until your skin kind of gets darker. But one time was way better than the pale as hell that I am from, not going outside too much. But I've been outside a couple times in shorts now because there have been some nice warm days. And I like that. I like having a figure, It feels nice. My hair is getting long, and not as long as, I'd like it to be, like down to here. But it's getting better. I had a weed whack yesterday. Oh my gosh, my arms are so sore. Oh, my neck is so tight. I have to go mow today. It's supposed to rain at some point in the day. I gotta get out it's like a 25-minute drive to where my house is. And the lawnmower isn't there. It's at my mother's. So I have to go to my mother's house first and get the lawnmower. And then go to my house, which is like only 5 or 10 minutes away. Well, it would only be 5 minutes away, but the one road is closed for construction, so I have to go around. It's like a big to-do. So it's like 40 minutes before I get from here to like ready to mow. It should only take me a half hour to mow. And then I have some chores around my place to do. I guess the house is going to be sold in another week or two. So I gotta get the rest of my things out of there, take some pictures. Oh, I think I'm gonna get a saxophone today. Buy a used saxophone from someone. They were offering a good price. They say it's nearly new. It looked pretty nice. That would be cool. I learned how to play saxophone in the band when I was young, but I haven't played since like junior high. So, but a saxophone is like, I think I can play a saxophone. I got a trumpet, and I thought, well, I'll be able to learn a trumpet because I was able to play saxophone. And it just gives me a headache blowing on that thing through my lips, like. It just doesn't. It gives me a headache blowing on that stupid trumpet. And I like instruments, and I like to make music and sing and stuff, so I want to have an instrument. I really want to try. I have a keyboard. I'm going to use that to help with my vocal training. And I'm just babbling endlessly for 10 minutes, so I apologize. And I'm going to call it on that. This is my new microphone. If I didn't introduce it already, I probably won't. Yay. It's a blue baby bottle microphone, and it picks up everything, but in a good way, right? Because I am talking very quietly and you can still hear me just right. And I didn't do any music. Let's see. can get a couple notes out, that's a good start. A month out of surgery. So, tomorrow will be 1 month from surgery. Tomorrow will be 1 year on HRT. I thought last month was 1 year, but actually last month was only 11 months. When I was going through all those pictures for my transition timeline, I realized that I started a month later on HRT. I got some hormones off the internet, which you shouldn't do. It was a bad move, and everyone told me not to. But I wanted to transition so bad. It was time. I was so ready to start. So, but but I actually started a HRT for real. It'll be a month. So, but I started to transition. About 2 months before that. Before that, I had no desire to transition. I always wanted to hide it. So, that was a weird flip-flop. Life is funny. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, because it costs you nothing and it helps me. And we're building a community. I got a bunch of new followers this month, so thank you to everyone. If you're a new follower, thank you so much. And I'm gonna keep trying to bring you content that's interesting and has variety. Nobody wants to keep watching the same thing, and I will keep improving my methods, hopefully, and more good things to come. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and we'll build. Alright, thanks a lot.